You don't have a picture tonight? What's up?
Oh man, I'm hearing some feedback right quick, man. From
You hear feedback from me or what?
yeah, I'm hearing a little feedback from you.
Hold on. What about now?
Still.
Still? You still got feedback?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's still just a little feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
no pictures tonight?
No, man, no pictures tonight, man. I just put up my little call me on the line.
Mr. Telephone
baby
man.
got my number. Yo, man, he came through tonight, man. He faked that, and I was tweeting. I was tweeting. Some guy said, man, Maxie need to come through, man, because you ain't getting nothing out of 5 per minute, man. Dwight Powell. I mean, he started off, and he couldn't stay on the floor. So Maxie was all on you to play the 4, play the 5. You had to guard Alabayu. Then he had to guard Jimmy Butler. Then he spent some time. He spent some time on the guards, man. He was guarding everybody and scoring. So he had a crazy block on Alabayu at the end. Great challenge by Kid, man. He won the game for us, but it was a great team effort in the fourth quarter. They played as a team with the playing team basketball. As of right now, that's what's gonna get them wins. Is playing good team basketball. You can't rely on Luka to do everything for you. I think I tweeted out to you, guys gonna have to create for others other than just being a Luka Doncic show.
Well, I tell you what,
I'm not
happy with the way Luka played basketball tonight. Really not.
Oh, he was terrible tonight.
I mean, I turned on the first quarter. They've got Luka bringing the ball down court and everything, and I'm like, whoa, what are we doing? We're going back. We're taking steps backwards now. I thought we've understood and realized that Luka bringing the ball down court is not how we're going to win. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And tonight he was all over the place. He was all over the place tonight. When he's bringing the ball down court, he's coming down court. He wasn't looking to get it. At first, in the first quarter, when I was watching, before we went over to Buffalo Wild Wings, I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm looking at him and he's coming down court and launching the ball up. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, against a good defensive team like Miami.
Right.
That's they're gonna. He was seeing a lot of doubles, a lot of boxing ones out there. Eric Spoelstra is going to design his defense to stop Luka, and that's what he wants. He wants it to be the one man Luka, so he can design his. That's how he designed his defense, and that's how the Mavericks got down in this game early and often. When you playing good defensive teams like Eric Spoelstra has, man, it can't be the one man show. You're gonna have to share the ball, find other ways to get him involved, to get easy baskets for him, and then once in a while let him go to step back jack mode. But this was too far. I agree, it was too much early in the game, and it almost cost them tonight, because they was on the brink of getting blown out in this game.
Right.
Just doing just that.
But the will of the team did not let them die tonight, and did not let them fall behind.
Yeah,
because
look, guys stepped up.
As Harp said at the end of the game, he says, "You know what?" And I totally agree. He says, this guy. He said that this guy. Hold on, I think somebody came to me because I said I'm not happy with the way dude is being double team, triple team. He has no respect for the other players except JB. They think they can beat us by clamping. Luka found people when our other players started making those shots. Mavs was able to beat the Heat instead of the Heat beating Luka. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. But Luka was still out of control. I mean, it's not that he was out of control. I don't feel like he put the team in position to win tonight with the way he was playing. What he tell him what he tell him on River Titans? Campbell, you're out there playing selfish show off football.
Hey man,
what you think I'm stupid or something?
Listen, Fact of the matter is, even with all that, one didn't have a good Luka night. You still was able to find a way to win. You take this going to the bank. You learn from it. But you take the win regardless. Because there's a lot of games where they played great and gave up and played bad, played down to the team, played down to the bad basketball teams and came away with loss. So regardless of the fact you were able to come out and win against the best team in the East record wise, you take it, you keep going, go on and try to get this win against the Pelicans, feel good about yourself going into the All-Star break. Cause you in for a giant tall task coming out of it, man. You gotta be guns a blazing ready because that post All-Star break, man, is a beast.
You got Golden State and you've gotten the
you got multiple Golden State, multiple Utah. It's a beast, man.
You got the Lakers thrown in there.
Yeah.
I know it's the Lakers, but the Lakers seem to have the Mavericks number.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
beat us last time.
Yeah, it's not a good matchup anytime you got AD and LeBron out there. So styles make fights. It's not a good matchup there, so it's gonna be tough. But tonight he was able to get the win against a very hot Miami team. I think they've won 5 straight. And all that was on the road. You know about those long road trips. The hardest game to get is the first game at home. So the Mavericks took advantage of it, but still, you beat a good Miami team. Without some guys that were injured. Chris, Reggie Bullock, who's been playing great by far, was hurt. Trey Burke was out. So hey, you take it, man. Didn't have a good Luka night. A lot of guys was out. You was able to get the win. You take it. These one of the games you weren't supposed to get, and you got it. It may help you in the long run.
Well, speaking of that, let's get over here to the highlights.
And they were highlights.
So we take a look right here. Where do we even start?
Tough, man. Right Tough, but boy, they were D-Wading him tonight, man. I said I never seen a guy play so strong, but then boy, if you hit him, he like a feather. He just fall on the ground, man. That's a bad ball right there. He was having his way early on with Powell. Yeah, with Powell and Max. He was having his way.
He did even in the
Oh, that's a 3 cut. He's going to he's the key to him staying on the floor is being able to hit that shot consistently.
What do you think about? Did you see Dinwiddie tonight? What did Dinwiddie give us tonight?
Good play. He didn't shoot the ball well. He didn't shoot the ball well. He had a couple corner threes where I think he airballed both of them, but he did make well. I think he had 5.
Here we go right here. Luka bringing the ball down court in the first quarter. I'm not okay with that. I don't like that. I don't like Luka bringing the ball. Now in the fourth quarter, I'm all for Luka having the ball in his hands, but the first 3 quarters, I do not want the ball in his hands. I want him down there on the block, posting up, ready to go. Oh my God, where is the D?
Yeah, the D was absent early on, but they picked it up in the second half though. Who's that dude? Looks like a. Hey man, do Dave Bertan look like he wear a lot of flannel?
Come on, man, stop, man. Man. Look at that, Dave Bertan is right there.
Hey, man, I bet you that dude got 5 or 6 flannel shirts, man. He look like he ready to cut some wood.
Why are you dropping on the guy who gave you 12 points tonight off the bench?
Oh man, I'm not dropping. I'm just saying it, man. Look like he's starring.
Jumping on the guy.
He look like he's starring Mountain Men. You ever see that A&E show, Mountain Men?
You need to stop with this. So disrespectful. And man, Mr. Telephone, man, he started out slow tonight and rough, but he figured it out. Mr. Telephone, man,
that's deep. That's deep. That's deep.
Maybe things would have been different if Reggie Bullock or somebody was out there, but
listen, man, it was good. They got a win without Reggie. But yeah, look, that's the point where he was having his way. He just driving, posting, That guy's a handful, man.
Yeah.
Surprised he's not an all-star. He's not an all-star tonight. This
And Josh Green brought the clamps out tonight. He's playing some good defense tonight. This is why I want this young gentleman to start here on the Mavericks. Want him to start.
First half was all heat, man. They was getting everything they want. Points in the paint. That's why they rebounding wise. I'm still thinking Mavs gotta have a big hole because Dwight's not gonna be able to stay on the floor because he's gonna get in foul trouble. It's gonna force Max to have to pay the 5. I don't know longer his body can hold out doing that. They may have to look to
here we go. Lucas, step back jacking. Oh, mix it up, getting the ball back out. Mr. Telephone Man for 3.
I don't know how long.
Man, something's wrong with the line.
I don't know if they're gonna do anything to buy out, but they're gonna have to address their 5 position for something.
Yeah,
with something.
They're gonna have to do something with that real quick.
I know you don't think much more of the season, but you are playing the season. You still want to be able.
What was the defense on that play?
Yeah, that was a mix-up right there. That was a mix-up. You do not leave. Good block by Max.
Max had a lot of blocks tonight.
Yeah, man, he had a couple of those, man.
Powell,
there you go. That's what he does best, catching live.
Nice pass by Josh Green. Back round. Okay, D.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Walt, playmaker. Other guys gonna have to start playmaking for each other. That doesn't involve Luka.
7 points tonight. I think you're not gonna give me credit for that.
Tough. Yeah, man, he can't give me double digits.
Simon tonight. We might have to let Depot pass. Luka, where you going, PJ?
Yeah, that was sweet though. That was a sweet crossover on a good defender. Now this way, he's getting crazy right here.
Yeah, he's doing too much.
I'm going between the legs.
Okay, Bert's hands. Right, DB.
That's what kid he got away with it. That's what kid got to come. Hey, listen, this ain't we ain't globetrotter in here. This ain't the All-Star game yet. Calm that ish down.
Well, if you're gonna leave him on, go and take it then. You're gonna play up off of me. Good defense. And this is where Bertan's right here coming with the
play of the game. Bertan, Mr. Flannel. That boy look like he got 15 flannel shirts in his stuff. Oh, there you go.
Who? Is this Sterling Brown or Dimwitty?
That's Dimwitty. I know they got the same throw, but it's just a different guy.
Oh, I remember watching this play.
Yeah. Got mixed up on defense.
Oh man.
Yeah, this one he tried to take control right here. Either he was going to the bucket or he was getting fouled. I said they were D-Wading him tonight on the second half.
Right back. Jalen Brunson. Good pass.
There you go. Good pass.
Dodo.
That's what I'm talking about. You got a playmaker that doesn't involve Luka.
He finished switch tonight. He dropped 14. He finished switch tonight.
Okay. Good pass. Yeah, Jalen had the corner 3 working tonight. He's in some big threes tonight.
Okay. Oh, gotta get that rebound. They got out rebound. They did get out rebound tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Robin Lopez is looking better and better. I know to see what he got left, I mean, because you stuck with 2 undersized centers and Boban.
Okay, so tonight let's think about this for a minute. They had Marquise Chris missing, they had Reggie Bullock missing, they had Trey missing. Those some good valuable pieces that if they were here, maybe things go a little different. And here goes right here. Here goes right here, Mr. Telephone Man. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line.
Bam, call.
Bam. Wanna dial my baby's number.
Yeah, good win, man. Good win despite everything, man. It's the best team in the East record wise. I wouldn't call them the best team in the East, but the best team in the East record wise. And you beat them at home. I mean, you beat them on the road. So good win.
Yeah, I mean,
not playing your best either.
But you're playing the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. Despite your star been all over the place. You still got your dub tonight.
Yeah, got the dub tonight. Hey man, you didn't play. You started playing your best. You didn't play your best in the first half, but you was able to hang. The Mavericks was able to hang around, stay within arm reach, and that third quarter was big, especially at the end of it. They got the lead and basically kept the lead in the whole fourth quarter. So, like I said, big win. You take them. You got, like I said, you got a more manageable one against the Pels on Thursday. Can get to 11 games over 11 games over 500, and at least get to the All-Star break on a positive note.
All right,
but you have to win Thursday. You can't lose Thursday after having a big win against the best team in the East. And then don't take care of business on Thursday. That's basically defeating the purpose.
Hold on one second. You're having a technical difficulty here on YouTube. Hold up.
Also, everybody out there in bFb land, happy belated Valentine's Day to all. Yeah. The ladies.
Well,
hope you couples enjoyed it.
He did put a lot of effort to take away Luka's fave game. Very good learning material from PO's excellent material. Okay. There we go. We're back on YouTube.
Listen, Eric Spoelstra is a defensive specialist, man. He was a defensive coach on the rise. So one thing he know how to do is design defense.
I was about to send a text to one Mr. Tovash, because he said he wanted to join us, sir.
Tovash.
So we're on standby for him.
Yes, sir.
And you are.
He's come to cheer the Porzingis trade. Hey, he probably got something to say about Porzingis missing yet another game.
No, he got nothing to say about that. While we wait on @Tovash 10, let's get over here to what we like to call the stats and the facts. I'm pretty sure here in a minute they're gonna have your maybe they'll have your interviews ready. I noticed they're getting these things out pretty quick now.
Yeah, man. You know it's good to hear from the spokesman of the team, Mr. Mouth himself. The guy's always got opinions about everything. Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe we don't have to wait. Let's see. We actually got Coach Kidd coming up here in a second. I'll start on stats effect while that downloads.
I think one of his best coaching performances tonight, man. Under a man, able to get a big win. People who like to diss Coach Kidd, talking about, man, he don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. The guy's coaching his butt off. I think he need to be considered. I know he's not going to get it, but I think he
gave Luka too much of a leash tonight.
Listen.
I think he gave Luka too much for me tonight.
I think he should be considered a dark horse for Coach of the Year.
Well, hold on now. Of course, I want that, but the Mavericks would have to. What's the name? The Mavericks would have to make the playoffs.
Oh, they're making the playoffs.
No, yeah, they have to make the playoffs.
They're making the playoffs.
All right, so it looks like we only played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players tonight. 10 players tonight is what we played. So starting off the top list, Dorian Finney-Swish, 14 points tonight.
Hey man, had a good game, man. Knocked out some critical threes. Drove to the basket.
This guy's newly paid.
Played good, played pretty good, played good D tonight, man. Gave good effort. Not gonna go, not gonna diss on Doran tonight, man. He had a good game.
Well, that's a shot.
Come on, man. Come on now.
That's a
I
shot.
just,
You give it.
I just tell you like it is, man.
Yeah,
When you ball, you get the call. When you think, I'm gonna let you know about it.
you letting him pass. That's a shot.
You know
Up
what?
next.
You're not gonna do this, Walt. We're not gonna go through this with you because we know you don't bash a lot of guys, including him over there. We're not gonna act like you so fresh and so clean over here. Like, oh, boy, I love it, Mister. I love everybody.
I don't
Oh
love
man,
everybody. I
yeah,
don't love
okay,
everybody.
okay.
Josh Green dropped 8 points tonight in 20 minutes.
I mean, played a good game, played good defense, man. Dropped, hit some big threes up there. Made, did a lot of good playmaking for him. He just keeps getting better, man. But he needs the minutes. He needs the minutes to keep getting better and better. That's the only way he's gonna get better is get the minutes.
Dwight Powell, 7 points. 20. He had a lot of defensive assignments tonight.
Yeah, man. It was a problem. He was a foul a minute, man. Every time he kept coming in there, every 2 minutes he pick up a foul. So, hey, he did the best he could. Bam's a load. You know, he had a tough assignment. So, my hats off to him. What, you expect me to bash him? No, I'm not going to bash him.
I was waiting. That's why.
No, man. He had a tough. He had a tough assignment, man.
I was waiting. I was giving you that window.
I know. I'm not taking it.
Just give me the window. I was waiting to see where this is going.
Listen. I can be fair. Let's move on. I can be fair. Together.
Up next, Jalen Brunson dropped 19 points tonight.
Yeah, man. He's second best player on your team. Coming in, just man. I think J Kid making a switch, going to him and making him a starter basically saved the season. Created you a second ball handler out there on the starting five to go with Luka. He hits big shots. He's tough. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there. Plays pretty good defense. Just a good basketball player, man. He's basically turned himself into a 25 and 3 guy right now. The way he's playing right now. So hey, you need it because you need all the scoring. You need to take up the scoring for Timmy and Porzingis, which one's hurt and one's gone. So.
Luka, 21 and 10, he gave you a double tonight.
Yeah, man. Not his great night tonight, man. I think he wanted to put on too much of a show. I guess in front of the Miami crowd. I wonder why. But he made good plays at the end when he needed to. When he needed to pass the ball. And to guys like Max and guys like Jalen, but wasn't his best night. But they was able to overcome it and get the win. So you'll take it.
Where'd he go? Maxey, Mr. Telephone Man, 19 points tonight.
Hey man, player of the game. Ooh. His contributions on not on the offensive end, but most on the defense end, won you this game, man. He led tonight. He led and everybody followed. He set the tone defensively. It made everybody else pick it up defensively. He hit big shots. Even created shots for himself and for others on the offensive end, man. Just an all around game. That's why I expect from Maxey, man. I expect a lot for him because I think he's hella talented.
Wait, we got a comment here. Let's get over here to the comments. I want to hear the trade haters. Davis is automatic. Everything mean David is automatic. David, hey, listen. I got no problem with David Bertans. I never had a problem with it when they traded for him. All I said was that's the type of player they really need. Somebody who's just gonna stand out there and pop threes.
Yeah. What did we say? Well, Luka needs a dead eye shooter. That's
Yeah.
a dead eye shooter. And listen, he's gonna have opportunities because Luka and Jaden's gonna draw a lot of attention. So he's gonna have opportunities for open shots. He's just got to hit them, and he did tonight. I think he was 3 out of 6 or something from three. So that's 50%. He had a big and one. He had 12 points tonight, man. He came in, contributed on his first game. Mr. Flannel did his thing. Now you can go back in the woods. He can go out in the back and go chop some wood, man. Hunt some beavers.
I don't know why you keep saying it about this dude, man.
Man, that dude looked like he been raised in Saskatchewan or something.
Come on, man. Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie. Speaking of Davis, Davis dropped 12 tonight. 12 in 13
Yeah,
minutes. He had a
yeah,
point for every
man,
minute on the floor. What do you think about
yeah,
that?
man. Yeah, but like I said, man. Hey, man. He said it. He was glad to get out of Washington, so he made it known. Hey, I'm in a better situation. So
Said,
if the,
tell you what them traded players showed did a lot of noise talking in their press conferences this week.
Yeah, man. He was talking about, man, guys wanted to go for their own numbers. I'm glad to be out of here. Got guys talking trash when they leave, man. He was one of them.
I saw a Ben Simmons quote that says, "Man, they complain if they complain about my playoff play. Wait till you see from this guy who you traded me for." I was like, "Oh damn, oh damn."
Okay. 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 You know what? And you know what?
James Harden turned around and say, you control your own destiny, but it's basically I want to play with guys that want to win and that guys
Wow.
that
Wow.
want to
Hey,
play."
what I want to see? I want to see? I want to see Sixers Nets first round. Nick, four and five. Put them in the first round. Four and five seed. Knicks. Let's just put them up in the first one. Let's see who's right and see who's wrong.
Hey, let's go over to Coach Kidd real quick and hear what he had to say.
Yes, sir.
And how viable is it to get a performance like that from every night, including the 35 minutes he played?
That's all he played was 35.
Just 35.
He's our backup center and our power forward. He was great. Maxey played great offensively and defensively. He let the game come to him, took great shots offensively, and then defensively took the challenge of guarding Butler one-on-one. And then being able to come up with a great hustle. He came up with a lot of hustle plays, had a lot of blocks. Their incredible block on Bam, and it just showed that the hustle, guys just were covering each other tonight on the defensive end, which we're kind of built on. And then offensively, I thought Luka did a great job of just absorbing the double team and making the right play and letting kind of getting the hockey assist tonight, being able DP or whoever JB who was rolling, being able to become the playmaker and guys were knocking down shots.
Was the way Maxey was guarding Jimmy, is that way you switched him in the starting lineup to start the second half?
Yeah, that was one of our pitches. Was to come back with Maxey. We could start Maxey in the second half and go bigger on Jimmy, and that's what we talked about at halftime, and that's what we went with. But that was one of the pitches before the game, is maybe to put somebody bigger on Jimmy and not have to double team.
And then just because you mentioned it, I'll give you sorry, Kelly.
Callie's fine. She's.
You said the hockey assist with Luka when he's getting doubled entrapped in a game like this and a lot of different varieties. Is there an expectation from you and the coaching staff that he's just going to figure it out? That it's just he just has to see enough of them to figure out exactly where the reads need to go?
Yeah, I think there's a combination, the extra set of eyes for me and for our coaches and teammates. Everyone's involved. Just seeing where they were coming from, understanding the double. They get the switch and then they would come double. So we've worked on this. We've seen a lot of it this week. And guys from Josh to JB being not just our centers being playmakers, but our smalls being able to roll and be playmakers or get to the basket. And so that's what happened tonight. And there was a lot of carryover. So I'm proud of those guys paying attention in practice.
When it comes to Davis Bertans, obviously he's had one formal practice with you guys, but I think had some strong shows and criticized a lot of fans. What did you think about the way he just kind of inserted himself confidently?
I thought Davis was great. I think one, he was, I think, excited to play. He hasn't played in a little bit, and so he was going to get some of the rust off. He had some great looks for us. Also defensively, I thought I think it was him who had the block goaltend, but um, I didn't pull the trigger enough fast enough to challenge it, so it kind of worked out. But he was great. Spencer was great. We will nitpick and say he'll make his free throws, but I thought again late in the game he had a wide open three in the corner, and you could see that he looks comfortable. We can get him the ball, have him run the offense, and make plays. So I thought both of them were great tonight.
We got a couple on Zoom. Landon, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you talked about this team needing players to score in the fourth quarter outside of Luka. Luka didn't score in the entire fourth quarter tonight, and your team outscores Miami 26-21. Talk about seeing other players step up.
Yeah, I think that's Luka's feel and his ability. Again, the other night he scores 23, I think, in the fourth. So he's capable of carrying the team. But I thought today he did a great job of just absorbing the double team and putting pressure on their weak side defense. And we were able to make shots. At halftime, we talked about it. Whoever wants to make a corner three, get to the corner because that's going to be open tonight. And we made some. Again, just the patience that Luka had is just incredible for a 22-year-old to be able to play that way.
Chris?
All right, Coach, so back to the defense. And can you talk about the importance of having, obviously, with the White Max, not only just their effort, but their hustle? Because, even on that chase down block, it's very rare to have a big doing that. Can you talk about the importance of that and the fact that they can switch on guards when there's certain situations?
Yeah, I thought we were going to play DP until he fouled out. He had 5 fouls. I trusted that he was going to, not foul out. But I thought Max and him being able to play and switch off on the guards. But again, just the effort that guys give when it's a fast break and they're ahead and they don't quit. Maxie makes a heck of a play. Unfortunately, we didn't come up with the ball, but just his hustle and his spirit, and you can see it throughout the team, is huge. It was huge tonight, and it's been huge for us all season. And so we got to continue with that hustle. But that's just the character of those guys. They never quit, and they never believe they're out of it.
And last one, Leonardo.
Hi, Coach. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the wins. Coach, you have a lot of great shooters. How important are those corner threes, especially on the clutch?
How important are they? They're very.
Corner threes.
Oh, they're important. The more you can create, the more you have opportunities to make. And so we believe that Luka, JB, Spencer, Frank, guys are able to get in the paint and be able to play make. And I thought tonight we felt that we were going to get a lot of corner threes, just the way Miami plays defense. And tonight we did. We shot not just corner threes, we shot 41 threes, but probably half of them come from the corner. And so guys stepped up and made them. And that's one of our weapons that we have to continue to get better at. But it all starts with getting downhill with the ball. If we don't get downhill, then none of those corner threes are available.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Come from the corner, and so guys stepped up and made them, and that's.
Well, what do you think about that, Kendrick?
We'll continue to get better at.
So, hey man, he said we're gonna play Dwight Tweet foul out. Here's the game. They just been gave up saying, man, this joke just picked some fire.
No, I mean, their roster slim, so it's like, well, we have no choice but to let him play until he fouls out.
Yeah, we just play if he fouls out. We hope he don't foul out, but we just gonna play if he foul out, and then we'll take it from there. But on a serious note, like what he said about the way Miami's defense is set up, you're gonna get a lot of corner threes. They play their defense to the wing, to the top of the key, and to the wing set of the court. They give up a lot of corner threes stuff, and Mavericks was able to hit a lot of corner threes tonight. don't know much about you talk about Luka Wade. He's getting the hockey assist. I thought Luka played a little out of control
Yeah, for real.
somewhat through the game. I guess you try to throw Luka a bone, but like I say,
like Landon said, I didn't even realize, but Luka didn't score 1 point in the fourth quarter.
So
the team really did rally together and win this dub tonight.
As Terrence Mann gets into a verbal
oh my God.
a verbal confrontation with Chris Paul now. But anyway, they've Maxey, like you said, was amazing. He guarded 4-5, made all the plays. He playmate. Kid was getting because I don't know if Kid thought they were gonna get this win. You always hope to win, but Kid know his team stole one tonight, and it's gonna do nothing but help the conference. The confidence and morale going into the All-Star break.
Well, I hope so, but I just didn't feel, me personally, like I keep getting back on what Harp said. This team pretty much rallied together and got that win tonight.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, man. They were down double digits. In most of the first half. They played defense. I think they helped Miami to 36 points in the second half after giving up like 59 the first. Played good team defense, good overall defense. And that's what it's gonna take. This team is not talented enough. They're not gonna beat you on talent. They're gonna have to play basically 15 man in or 12 man in. They're just gonna have to play as a team. Everybody's gonna have to contribute. It can't be a one-man show. And that's just the way this season's going to go for them, depending on how successful they're going to be this year.
Well, we've got the man of the hour up next, Mr. Telephone Man himself, Maxey. Whoa. Before we get to Maxey, listen, you probably you don't get to see this often or have this happen often, but it's about to happen right now because joining us live right now is at Tobosh10. Looks like he's in the car driving as we celebrate a Mavs victory.
Tobosh in them streets.
How we doing, guys?
We're doing fine, brother.
Where you coming from, man? Where are you at tonight?
Man, I stay in the streets, dog.
Yeah, you stay in the streets.
Yeah, you stay in the streets. It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday in them streets, brother.
Taco Tuesday, it is what it is.
Listen,
if you out the streets, I'm gonna see it. It's more than tacos out there.
Tell you what,
Buffalo out here celebrating life right now.
I just went to Buffalo Wild Wings to celebrate my last day of being 33. Let me tell you something. They gave me terrible service on my last day of being 33.
Hey,
well, because you went to the wrong spot. You already know where to go. But I guess
I live in Addison. I don't live in Barlington.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't live in Barlington. I gotta I'll be out there cutting hair tomorrow. But I don't hang out there in Barlington. But yeah, man, we got Ed Tobosh10 here. He is the man at this time. Now I'm curious, what is it that you want to get off your chest about these Mavericks?
Nothing really getting off my chest. Just enjoying the fact that there's actually two guys that want to play basketball.
Oh, man,
that you substituted them for. And I'm elated that the other guy is not on his team anymore. And tonight should have shown everybody what I've been talking about for the last 2 years. And I think that the new additions really helped this team. And then, of course, Jalen Brunson did his thing. And, of course, the defensive effort of one Maxi Kleba was very, very refreshing to see.
Mr. Telephone Man is what we call him.
Tell the truth, Tobosh. You just have to see active bodies on the roster. Ain't no right knee soreness or no injured back. No ankles or he can't no bone bruise or nothing like. You just happy to see. Hey, this guy's just ready to play basketball tonight, huh?
Bro, I've never seen a basketball player say, I'm good at basketball, so let me just like stop playing and then just collect checks. Bro, I promise you, I haven't seen that in all my years of watching the game, bro. Actually, I have, and his name was Chandler Parsons.
Oh, yeah, you got it right about that. It was Chandler
And what
Parsons.
happened with Chandler Parsons, he was real good friends with the owner.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
drinking buddies.
Yeah, and what happened was like they were going out to all in the clubs, all on the radio, in the videos.
Yeah, he wasn't hurting the club though. He was hurting on the basketball, but he wasn't never hurting the club.
Exactly. So like, I mean, did we start last year with KP? Like KP was in the clubs with Cuban, you know, kicking it. Okay, so your knee hurts. Your knee hurts on a basketball court.
Yes,
but when
sir.
it's time to take them skirts, your knee don't hurt no more.
Yeah, knee don't hurt. Yeah.
Like,
Well, I can tell you this, Watch. He looks very happy over there in Washington. I mean, they've been rolling out the red carpet for this guy over there.
Yeah, man.
As soon as he pulled up.
Yeah, man. He had a bone bruising out again tonight too. Also, hey,
he was out tonight?
Yeah, he's out tonight too. Bone bruise.
So basically, status quo for our old guy.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh man, it's over with, Vosh. It's over with. Okay, you don't have to live. You don't have to live with that anymore. Okay, you said it at the beginning when the trade happened. You said that the Mavericks lost the trade, and it's officially they have lost the trade.
So when it happened, I climbed the highest mountaintop in the state of Texas, which is probably in El Paso. So I drove out to El Paso, right? I found the highest mountain to climb in El Paso, West Texas. I get up there. I go, hey, y'all, KP not going to work here. He not. He going to give y'all 28 games of good play, and then that's it. And then what happened? Got to the playoffs last year. And then the host of this show right now, the very host of this show right now was like, oh, we're good with his 12 points and 4 rebounds. No, we're good. We're good with that.
Hold on. He gave you 2 20-point games, a 9-point, and an 18-point, or a 19-point game.
And you were happy with 18 and 4 rebounds. Were you not?
Well, no, your coach told him just go stand over there in the corner and shoot the basketball.
Okay, so as a basketball player, that's the highest paid player on the team at that time. You cannot tell me to go stand to a corner. I promise you, I would rondo this bitch up if you tell me to go stand in the corner and just basically shoot corner 3-pointers. I promise you, I'll be just like what Rajon Rondo did to Rick Carlisle, because Rick Carlisle showed he was a jerk on the basketball court, pretty much on the sideline.
Rick was your guy.
Say what?
I thought Rick was your guy.
Yeah, but I don't play for Rick. So, yeah, he's my guy. I don't play for him. But, I mean, if you play for Rick, he going to give you shit. He going to give you hell. That's what he does. He's a basketball coach. Coaches, we never like our coaches, bro. All our coaches are assholes. So, of course he's going to be a jerk, bro. And so what happened was, like, the Mavericks brought Rondo in here and said, hey, this is the highest efficient basketball team ever, the highest efficient offense ever. We need you to go do whatever it is that we tell you to go do. And Rondo is like, well, shit, I got a championship ring. I'm about to be in the Hall of Fame. No, I'm not going to just be a robot for you, bro. I can't do it. I'm better than being a robot for you.
You do know how he got to Dallas, though, right?
Say what?
You know how he got to Dallas, though, right?
How did he get to Dallas?
Because Dirk wanted him. He told Cuban I want him to go get him, and that's why we got him here.
Which pretty much gives Rondo more validity here. But to Maverick fans and Mavericks media, for some reason, that dude is basketball Satan to them, which should not be true. And I promise you, I'm still frustrated by how Mavericks fans view basketball, because it's not really a thing, because they really don't pay attention to the everyday interlining workings of how this sport is. Like, it's bigger than just like Dirk hitting threes. It's bigger than Luka getting triple doubles. It's bigger than, whatever situation may be. Like, y'all got to understand and watch basketball. which disappoints me as a DFW resident or whatever. Like it's bad here, bro. But I mean, continue to watch the Mavericks. How y'all want to watch the Mavericks?
Is this a shot at the people when sitting down when you come to the arena that get you so fired up?
It still does. Okay, so as a Mavericks season ticket holder, it really bothers me because
it frustrates the hell out of you.
I actually grew up in the '80s, and I saw how loud Reunion Arena was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I saw how how much respect Reunion Arena got as pretty much a building across the league. And like these people don't understand how to chill how to cheer because everybody wants you to sit down. If you're a concierge and you're watching this show, well, for one, thanks for tuning in. But two, it's not all about the down in front guy. Like let that guy stand up. That guy's telling you to stand your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna cheer on the play, if the Mavericks go on a run, we should be doing like standing ovations instead of Chris Arnold going, yeah, y'all get up. Like we should not be hearing Chris Arnold say stand up. That should be automatic. It doesn't make any sense to me, y'all.
Well,
I would say this. Make some noise deal.
I will say this, Tobias. I like I said, like you, I grew up in the '80s. Watched the '80s Mavs, the Reunion Arena Mavs, the Moody Madness, and this day and age of basketball, especially here, what you're saying is that a not a crowd thing, but a thing where most of the people in the city are out of towners. They're implant.
Yep.
Well, it's not like it's not like it's a city full. We have the most implants as far as people. So we have the most new companies coming in there, and you got people just coming in from all over the country. They're really not Mavs fans. They're fans of other teams, but they just live here because of the job. So you don't see a lot of cheering, for Stars games or Ranger games
it doesn't cost that much to go to a Mavs game anyway.
I'm just saying. I
understand, but I get
there's not much to do there, but there's not much to do to go to sporting games. So that's for anybody.
And to your credit, I'm just saying, like it don't cost a lot for Mavs fans to go to Mavs games. So I don't understand why they're not taking over the arena, bro. They don't third row tickets for $9.
They don't take over at Laker night.
Oh no, apparently not Miami Heat night either, or Boston.
Yeah, or Miami Heat night.
Oh no, Miami Heat night. The Heat fans come out. Golden State too.
Golden State too. There you go.
So
I mean,
far,
I just don't think it's a lot of Dallas fans as far as the Maverick fans. I think it's like people that live in the city or are fans of different teams because they're from different cities across the country.
And then, funny thing about that, like this is a sports market that has the Dallas Cowboys in it. This is a market that has Luka Doncic playing in it. This is a market that just had a championship 11 years ago. So it's a fresh market. Like everything that's going on with this city, with Dallas and Fort Worth and Arlington and everybody else, is fresh. So you got those transplants, but where are those transplants coming from? They're coming from Chicago. They're coming from New York. They're coming from New Orleans. They're coming from LA. They're coming from Houston. They're coming from Oklahoma. Yeah. All those towns have teams. All those towns have basketball teams. Every single one of them. And every single one of those towns have better fan bases than this one. And so
I don't know, Bosh. I heard somebody recently told me. I was say somebody recently told me they went to see the Lakers play in Staples Center. They was like, "Bro, it's nothing like watching the Mavs play." They was like, "I'd rather watch a Mavs game at home than I would watch a Lakers game at home."
Well, with the Lakers, they all those guys are fan weather fans anyway. The team's not winning, they're not showing up.
he was just talking about the fact that that he was like they dim the lights in the arena when the Lakers playing on the like
the
first
movie lights. They try to do the movie studio lights right now.
and then he said like when you shoot in the arena you hear the ball going in off the microphone. He's like they don't even have that in the Staples Center.
Well, that okay. So the ball going through the hoop is a Mark Cuban invention. He did that. That was all him. So that's brilliance right there. And that's the reason why he's Mark Cuban. He's a brilliant ass man.
Well,
and he makes moves like that nobody can, pretty much nobody can do but him. So cool. He's Tony Stark of real world. He's real world Tony Stark.
I like that.
So
I like that.
That's all cool. But like what happens when you go to LA, like when Jay-Z and Beyonce and Rihanna are coming out and Cardi B are coming out, and then you got the studio lights, I guarantee you, I've been to a lot of Laker games. I've been to a lot of Clipper games. Those crowds, bro, those crowds are more energetic than the AAC crowd. And again, their announcer is not going, get on your feet, defense. They're not doing that. Right. They have an organist, a person playing organ, playing, like cool ass songs, but on the organ, just like in Madison Square Garden. And if you look in New York, Madison Square Garden got the same crowd.
And Boston also does the organ thing.
And Boston, like those crowds, or those are Northeast crowds. They got all the energy. They just finished coming from work and fighting through bullshit traffic. Right. They're not laid back like DFW is.
Well, I would say this, Tovash, because I got family members as far as it go as far as the reason why the crowds are dull here. Now, growing up, because I got family members. I don't know. You grew up here, right, Tovash? Grew up in the Dallas area. Okay. You had I know, and as far as you walk, you had a lot of family members that during the 80s or 70s grew up Laker or Celtic fans because the Mavericks wasn't on TV that much because they as far as the late 80s, the Mavericks wasn't a good basketball team, and back then it wasn't. You only had the main like CBS or had the national televised game was also had the Lakers. So you had a lot of people in the state of Texas. All they watched were Laker games, and that's how because most of my family are Laker fans.
And then in the 90s, WGN came out, so that was how you watch Chicago.
And then other half turned to Bulls fans.
WGN became a regular cable channel.
Yeah. And back then, Tovash, we didn't. I don't know about you, but growing up, I couldn't see the Mavericks because they was on cable TV, and we didn't have the cable. So basically, what I watched were Bulls games and Lakers sitting out. Once in a while, when the Mavericks were good and back in the 80s, they'll come on there if they play the Rockets or play the Lakers, But other than that, especially in the 90s, was really sucked. It wasn't a lot of Maverick games to go to, or you wanted to go to. So basically, because I'll put it like this, about in Texas, half the team, as far as basketball, half the state roots for San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. The other half of the state roots for Lakers. I'm as far because I've been all over the state. I'm just telling you straight up, how it is. And I don't see that team because they pass it on. Like I said, half my family is Laker fans, and they pass it on to their kids.
Very, very true. So the guys tonight, if you got a chance to check them out, how'd you feel about Dinwiddie and Davis?
Me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I did like Davis Bertans.
Davis.
His energy was incredible. Once you see the ball go through one time, his first three kind of rattled in a little bit, but you can tell he shot the ball with confidence. And his second three, pure switch. His third three kind of rattled in a little bit, but the dunk in the end one pretty much helped the squad get energy because Jalen was going to him a lot, and you could tell he was more like all right, I'm gonna say this, and I will go back to 2003, 2004, but Davis Bertans should have been, he is what Donnie Nelson thought of Rafe LaFrance. Like
Rafe
LaFrance should have been this guy. But okay, so I'm just looking at it. It's just one game, Vosh. All right, cool. But that's the game that that the Mavericks wanted out of LaFrance back then. They didn't want LaFrance to be a Shaq stopper. Like, no, they wanted him to be what this dude was tonight. And I think that if he continues this part, triple doubles for Luka Doncic ain't gonna be hard anymore because he's not gonna get like 32 points, 18 rebounds, 9 assists anymore. No, it's gonna be pretty much your 10, 11, and 14 assists because he's gonna keep going. Luka will build trust with this dude to make threes in the corner, top of the key, just like what he feels with Maxey.
Yeah, and this guy, and you're right, Tobias. This guy, listen, I know he shot. He this season he was shooting 32% or 31%. That's an albatross. This guy is a legit 39% 3-point shooter. His best year was shooting around about 43%. I think a couple seasons. So he's not going to lose his shot, and he's going to get a lot of opportunities, Tobias, because Luka's going to get doubled. He's going to have a lot of opportunities to catch and shoot open threes. And it's just about him. I think I really do believe out of the two between him and Spencer, he may have the biggest pop here because all he's here to do is just be a shooter, and you never lose your shot. That guy's too good of a shooter to shoot that bad and for that long. He's going to get his shot back, and once he do, it's going to open up a lot of stuff for Jalen and Luka as far as the paint go.
Tim McMahon put out something that said the points that he scored, the 12 points he scored tonight was the highest he's had since he had played with the Wizards or something like that this season. That's the most points he scored.
Well, he had a lot to say about his time with Washington.
Yeah, he was very. Who didn't have a lot to say today after they
Oh, it was a whole bunch of a lot of shade thrown on today.
Yeah, Ben Simmons and Ben Simmons and James Harden, they was just taking turns throwing slugs.
Yeah, James Harden had a chance to ring the bell and to start the 76ers game with that coach. Okay. Then they got blew out.
You know the thing with him, he tried like he wanted to go to Philly. No, you want to go over there with Daryl Morey because you know Daryl Morey is gonna let you do what the fuck you want to do, and that's about to come. And I'm telling you now, that's gonna cause a rift between him and Embiid. And I bet you they're gonna be stupid enough to where they're gonna choose James Harden over Embiid.
Oh, I'm all for that. Save up your draft picks, man. Save up your draft picks, man.
That's exactly what's gonna happen because he knows he can get away with that mess over there with Daryl Morey. He couldn't get away with it anywhere else.
Yeah, he's gonna sign it. He's gonna opt into his extension. Opt into his last year of his contract. He wasn't going to do that in Brooklyn, but he's going to do that in Philly. So he's going to opt in for next season.
Now, Bosh, go ahead, Bosh. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say about Embiid and Harden. I think it will work because of the positions. They're both not guards.
It's not going to, and I'll tell you why. So Joel Embiid, when he's double teamed or whatever, he's going to kick it out to James Harden. You know what James Harden wants to do? Dribble the ball for about 20 minutes, and then just decide, all right, well, I can't do anything with it. So,
Walt, there's only 24 seconds in the clock.
Well, he gonna dribble it out for the rest of the end of the shot clock. Is what's gonna happen. Another good throw-in piece in the trade. I think he'll be here longer than SD, just like THJ with KP. Oh, he's talking about Spencer Dinwiddie. Now,
I don't know about Dinwiddie though.
Nah, you know what? I think they're gonna depend on how it goes in the draft. They might put a whole package together, and because now Tim McMahon put out that the Mavs wanted asked for Cade Cunningham for
that was just a
hold on.
That was
at the end of he said that might be to be continued right there. Now here's the thing though with Detroit. For Detroit, because Cade Cunningham has been injured this first year. If they come back at the end of the season, look at it, and the Mavericks have a high pick, and they be like, maybe we could give him. We'll put a package together of THJ.
They will be dumb. They will be dumb as hell to do that. You want to talk about shut the doors down in Detroit? If they trade Cade Cunningham, all the stuff they had to do to get that number to get him. If they you can't, you don't. No, that's not. They're not trading him to anybody.
I agree.
I wouldn't take it out. Hey, listen, there are a lot of people out there think get traded, but they got traded. So,
well, hold on. For that to happen, how many picks the Mavericks have in the next 10? Well, I know who could do it. OKC could do it because OKC got about 25 picks for the next 3 seasons.
Yeah,
they can do it, but unfortunately, the Mavs don't. They barely got this when they got this season.
It just depends on what happened with Cade Cunningham close to the end of the year. Like if he get hurt again, they might look at it and be like, "All right, this guy's hurt. It's only his first year and he's hurt already." I mean, like,
OKC could say, "Well, we got 3 first rounders this year. We can throw in another first round to give you what's the dude named Swill the point guard they got
Giddy,
not Giddy, not the little white kid,
Gildress
Alexander.
Yeah, because Giddy's starting to get triple double. He's starting to play that role now.
Yeah,
and I think that may work. But other than that, I don't see Detroit fully doing anything unless Brooklyn offers KD or somebody offers Phoenix offers one of their stars or something like that. That's not happening, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, I still think LA should call up Portland and see what it's gonna take. And if I told you, if you keep me on the phone long enough, I might just say
it's gonna take AD.
Will AD get the deal done? If they give me any indication that it might be, I'd be like, tell you what, you can take it.
It starts and ends with AD. They don't want nothing. They don't want anything else that trash. Shoot. you try to come with what's that dude name? They try to pass off what
Horton Tucker.
Horton Tucker. They gonna hang up the damn
phone.
Hey, Vosh, they can't even get that dude away.
They try to pass him off. They try to pass him Horton Tucker the whole league. Nobody said, "Nah, no, thank you, man. No, thank you."
So Vosh, real quick.
Go ahead.
I told Kendrick here I was not happy with the way Luka started the game off tonight. You know, they went back to giving him to letting him bring the ball down court in the first quarter. I was like, no, that's not gonna win. That's not gonna win. That's when they get the doors blowed off of them. Then they kind of went back to letting Jalen Brunson run things. Then they took Luka off the court. Second unit came in. That's when we caught up and we took the lead and we never looked back. And then the fourth quarter, he didn't. And come to find out, we pointed out. He didn't score not 1 point in the fourth quarter. Luka didn't.
That's why I was going to bring that part up. Is how y'all like Luka being on the bench and the Mavericks making this run because they pretty much did that all without him, and thanks to Kleba, Brunson, and and Bertans. Yeah, and Bertans, man, they overwhelmed the Miami team. And I forgot this, but Miami's number 1 in the East.
Yeah, you know who number 2 is? Cleveland.
I saw that. Well, Cleveland is 3 right now.
What? They lost? I mean, not lost. Who took their place?
Cleveland.
Chicago.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so Chicago is 2 and Cleveland is 3.
It's the Heat, Chicago Bulls. Actually, the Cavaliers are 4th now. The Bucks are in 3rd place.
Okay, so all tonight, pretty much.
Yeah,
but with that being said, I remember that same Mavericks team with KP. That same Mavericks team couldn't take care of business here at home. I
don't think he played that game. KP didn't play that game. I don't think.
Of course he didn't. Which is what I'm trying to tell you. Which is what I'm saying. So you had that going on. You had a hot Miami team, no pun intended, coming in here, and with Tyler Hero talking shit and everybody else talking shit. And
that was when Tyler Hero was trying to say he was on Luka's level and stuff, right?
No, that was Shaq. That was Shaq. That was him and Shaq trying to say that nonsense.
And that team at that point couldn't be stopped, right? So they come in here, the Mavericks, wet the bed or whatever, and then now go to Miami and do what they're supposed to do with two guys that were pretty much making their team debut. No. You cannot tell me that this win will not resonate for the rest of the season with very short amount of games left. You can't tell me that.
Hey, Tobias, what do you? Mavericks had some big wins this season. What would you rank this win as for? Because they had some big wins against Golden State. They had some big win against Chicago. What would you rank this win as far as? Because they had some good wins against some good teams this season.
It's top 5 to me. I don't count Golden State's game because that was Dirk night, and I think that Steph Curry had a mutual gentleman's agreement with the Mavericks to lose that game. I said it before that game started, and I also said it before the Golden State game started, how that outcome would look, and I was right on both ends. So I think that the Mavericks had a gentleman's agreement with Golden State on that, so I'm not counting that. But the Boston win was big because Luka hit the game winner. Tonight's game was big. And, if you look at the Mavericks, like this little run they've been having, we really overshadow how they've been taking care of home court. And so all the games that you actually win in your home court means something because now you're trading water with everybody in the Western Conference. People say that the Eastern Conference is coming up. The Western Conference is still power in basketball. So for the Mavericks to be flirting with the 4th seed in the West tells me a lot, man. And I promise you, I give zero credits. I give zero credits to what KP did for you. I give more credits to what Jalen and Luka has done with his basketball team. Wow, you can't tell me about triple doubles. Billy can't tell me about triple doubles. EA can't tell me about triple doubles. That dude's been balling. And him and Jalen pretty much solidifying that whole team, which is why Jalen Brunson is still a Maverick. I promise you that.
Well, here's the thing. All season I've been saying, and Kendrick can tell you, I've been saying, all right, it's time to start Jalen Brunson and let him run the offense. That's just the way it is. Luka and Tim Hardaway are not a good backcourt. That time is over with. Luka and Jalen Brunson needs to be the new backcourt is what it is. I felt like, and they went to it. Luka was posted. I've been saying Luka needs to start posting up, and they went to it. And I felt like that's how they're going. They definitely need to start with Luka posting up now that they don't have a big man in the paint. Luka definitely needs to be playing more in the paint as of right now until they can figure out this big man situation. Him being step back Jack, I mean, it almost, like I say, the team rose up tonight, and it's almost like they won in spite of Luka. But Kendrick brought up the other night too how good of a Coach Kidd is right now because he's got that team in the 5th seed right now in the NBA.
I said, Tovash, I thought that early on today. I said, if he gets them to a 4th seed, I'm seriously I don't think it's a laughing matter. I'm seriously contending him for Coach of the Year, man. If he can get this team to a home seed, a home playoff seed to a 4th seed, I know what the guy from Memphis doing. He might be able to get it, but you have to consider Coach Kidd for Coach of the Year if he can get this Mavs team, to a 4th seed or something like that.
I mean, Spoelstra comes to mind. Coach Kidd comes to mind. If you look at what Curry and them are doing, they got Steph healthy again.
Oh, Coach of the Year right now is going over whoever coaching the Cavaliers.
Yeah. You might be.
I don't know if that's bigger staff or what.
Bigger staff because nobody saw that coming. Nobody, and if you did, you line your behind off. Nobody saw that coming.
And then also with Sexton being hurt, he's done for the year, right?
Yeah, he's done for the year.
Yep.
So your only stud is out for the year.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Oh, he's getting traded when he comes back.
Well, he's pretty much Dennis Smith Jr. type game.
Yeah. But remember, he had a night. What was it? Didn't he have a night where he put up 50 or 51 points or something like that?
I don't know. I don't watch too many Cavs games, bro, since LeBron left. I don't think nobody else either.
The people in Cleveland do.
Oh, well, hey, what else they got to do?
So Spencer Dinwiddie, he only dropped four points tonight, but what you were saying, Vosh, what they did tonight is what we bought these guys in here for. We needed, when Luka steps off the court, we need to know there's some guys who can step up and knock shots down and be able to control the game when Luka's gone off the floor.
You're giving him more weapons. You're basically affording more time to keep Luka on the bench,
right?
Which is pretty much which helps his body, which progresses his career a little bit longer, and it also gives those other guys time to make some money themselves and also mesh. So when you're doing that with your superstar off the floor, it's a plus, because now when he comes back on the floor, he's rested and then pretty much more locked in. So it's good for Luka that he gets ample amount of rest, because he can come in and close the game out. Now he's not afraid to shoot free throws and not having to rely on Jalen Brunson to shoot free throws in the fourth quarter.
Well, we definitely don't want Luka shooting free throws in the fourth quarter. We don't want to shoot free throws.
Walt, they were all bad today shooting free throws. They shot 60%.
Luka is always worse when it comes to free throws.
Spencer Dinwiddie missed four. I think Maxey missed a couple. JB
I saw Jalen Brunson miss one too.
They were missing, Dwight in his bag. He missed and stuff. They were missing all over the place. They started 60%, but like I said, the impressive thing, they played a average to bad game all around, and they still found their way to win. This is a big win for the Mavericks.
The refs were not trying to help the Mavericks either tonight.
I tweeted out to about they were de-weighting your boy over there,
Butler.
Yeah, they were de-weighting Butler, because Butler just raised his hands up, and it was two times where I saw him, nobody touched him. He just flung his hands up in there, and the guy already had the whistle ready to go. And
they had to give the Mavericks a makeup call after the Kleba block, because that shit was all wrong. They were so fast to blow the whistle on a block attempt that they had to call an offensive foul on Jimmy Butler just to make it up. And I almost put that tweet out, but I was like, nah, because the replay clearly showed that he had his elbow up anyway. So I was like, bro, that's a foul, no matter how you look at it. But even Brunson is going like, bro, how many times y'all gonna call this bullshit? Because I promise you, I know how NBA refs work, man. They just think, or it's like if you're in the neighborhood of a foul, you're gonna get whistled for that foul. If your hands are straight up, you're gonna get whistled for that foul. And I'm sitting there, pretty much in the bar watching this game, yelling, "Challenge it, challenge it!"
Oh, well, he said that in the post game, Coach Kidd, he said that he was going to, but he said he was too late. He couldn't challenge it.
Yeah, Davis Bertan.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
He said he was a little late on the trigger, but he did want to challenge it. But he said by the time he got over to challenge it, they told him it was too late.
That's crap. He's lying. Bro. Jason Kidd is lying his ass off, because Jason Kidd played this game at a mental level that I've never seen anybody else play. Jason Kidd pretty much the smartest basketball player to ever live, bro. And bro, he's lying, because that Bertans play, no, I'm sorry, that's not a foul. And then the referee was like, all right, cool. So because at one point I thought that the Mavericks were out of timeouts, because the Valley Sports Southwest thing, the graphics didn't tell you how many timeouts they had. So I was like,
battles all over the place. It was all over the place with the score.
Oh
they
my God.
had the score wrong. I said, Bally's. Yeah, Bally's.
Like Bally's, help me out, because where's the timeout links? Like, I was looking for the timeout links. I was looking for the bonus links, the 1-and-1 or whatever you call it. I was looking for that too, and then eventually at the end of the game, under 2 minutes, then they started showing it. So I was like, well, how about 6 minutes ago? Where was this shit then? Because I actually thought that both teams were out of timeouts, and I knew that wasn't true, but that's what they told me. I didn't know it.
Hey, Ballard's trying to get it together.
Real quick, if you haven't done so right now, everybody tune in right now. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, bFb DFW. If you haven't done so, subscribe, like, You see all Maverick content, bFb content, everything right there. Vosh, before we let you get out of here real quick, I just want to ask you, so overall, were you okay with the trade? I know you're happy about Porzingis gone, but what are your thoughts over the trade overall?
Was he okay with it? You just hear him at the start.
Well, I know he's happy. Well, he's more happy that KP's gone. I want to know what he thinks about the trade.
Well, I've actually wanted Spencer Dinwiddie here since before he tore his ACL. Yeah, like I've been wanting that dude here since the Kevin Garnett Brooklyn Nets. Like I've been wanting that dude here for a minute. So yes, I'm happy with that. And they got a shooter part of the deal. And they got rid of a player who refused to play basketball. So hell yeah, I'm over here about to go masturbate as soon as I get off the phone with y'all.
Now let me ask you this. What do you think about Goran Dragic? Do you think they need to go ahead and bring him in? No. Okay, Tovash is a no.
I personally think that Dragic is today's JJ Barea when it comes to him and Luka with chemistry. I don't think Dragic is that good of a basketball player anymore. So to go get him, we'll pretty much be wasting a roster spot. Now, if Luka wants him here that bad, then go ahead and get rid of Theo Pinson. You know,
no, we can't get rid of him. He's the cheerleader on the sideline. He's everybody else. We'd have to cut somebody like Frankie Nuggets, somebody like that. Maybe
Frankie Cigarettes.
Yeah, Frankie Nuggets. We have to cut Frankie Nuggets or Sterling Brown or somebody like that. But
he had a quick appearance on the night. Had a 2-minute appearance.
But they had to play him because they might have thought, hey, let's put him out there. If not, we can take a look at Goran Dragic and go ahead and bring him in. But even with the way the Mavs won tonight, it's like you really don't even need Goran Dragic.
They do need to go in the buyout and find
a big man in the
buyout. something because you don't know how hurt is Chris, and Dwight's a foul-a-minute guy. That pretty much leaves you can't play Boban except certain spots. You
cannot do that.
And that basically leaves Maxey, who's not a real 5, having to play the 5 in for they gotta do something about that situation.
One thing to watch going forward, watch Maxey because he's starting to show me now that he's an injury-prone guy, and we must keep an eye on Maxey because he goes a little hard. So he plays his ass off. I'll give him that. He plays his ass off.
I pay him.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay a guy who's gonna get hurt and miss at least 15 to 18 games.
I wouldn't have a problem paying him, Walt, but you're paying Dwight Powell also.
Yeah, well, let's find a way to get him off Dwight Powell.
You paying Maxey Dwight Powell. You paying Dwight Powell Maxey.
We're gonna find a way to get off of Dwight Powell. We're gonna find a way to get off of Dwight Powell, and
you've been saying that for 2 years now. We're gonna find a way to get off.
Plus, I'm kind of partial to Maxey because I know his girlfriend, and we're like, me and her are real good friends. So I don't want to see Chloe leave DFW because her and her friends are amazing. So do whatever you gotta take to keep Maxey here because his friends are my friends. They're amazing people.
I gotta be honest with you, fellas. They've already paid Dwight Powell. I think they're gonna pay both of them. Both of them are gonna get contracts here for the Mavericks. They're not letting Maxi Kleber's going nowhere. Maxi Kleber is going nowhere.
That's fine.
Just like Dorian Finney. If they re-sign Dorian Finney-Smith, they're gonna re-sign Maxi Kleber too.
That works.
I just want to throw that out there. And now
you
got Jalen Brunson. Or do you pay him?
You're gonna have to because they didn't want to trade his ass in his deadline, so you're gonna have to.
Unless you can use him in a signing trade and doing draft night or something like.
He'll bring you back a lot too right now.
Do you overpay for him? Like let's say he wants 18 or 20.
No, I don't overpay for him.
We'll pay you 21 or 22.
I don't know about that.
How much do you have, and how much will it affect? Going forward in the future, because if you pay him and you have zero money left, then that's a problem. But
it's your team,
right? But because Brunson is who he is, I think that he's not going to command you more. He's not going to pretty much bend you over a barrel.
I think he wants to stay here in Dallas.
He does. I don't think he wants to go up north because of the weather, and so I think he's good in DFW. And DFW is good for him too.
I tell you what. Don't look out because I've heard that the Knicks will break the bank for him. They will break. They will try to break
that
the
would be
bank
dumb,
for him.
and you know what? That more power to him because that'd be really stupid of him. You pay a guy like Jalen Brunson, but you don't overpay for a guy like Jalen Brunson.
I'm hearing in the range of may go up to 25.
Yeah,
a year.
I would do it.
Yeah, they will break the bank for him. They are highly impressed with him.
Davos, I told Kendrick this. He has Fred VanVleet potential to me.
Yeah, he does.
That's what he's got potential to me.
Well, he's not as quick as Fred VanVleet.
All he's got to do is work on his shooting. All he's got to do is get the shooting down.
Well, Tobias, I believe he can have the same type of game against the guy he just played against tonight.
Kyle Lowry?
Oh, Kyle Lowry. I think in over 10 years worth of play, he'll probably be better than Kyle Lowry. He has to give us longevity though. Kyle Lowry stays on the court. So he would have to stay on the court. If he stays on the court, he'll be good. Well,
then if that's the case, you sign him because Kyle Lowry's a 3-time, 3 or 4-time All-Star. So if that's the case, then you signing him up a no lower than a 3-time All-Star.
Yeah, but see, Kyle Lowry was an All-Star in the East.
With All-Star potential. Okay.
So Jalen Brunson, okay, so the Mavericks been looking for this dude for a minute because if you go look at it, Mo Ager was supposed to be that guy back in 04, 05.
Oh my God.
And then Marquise Daniels supposed to be that guy. And then
he's another right now they probably look at him as JJ Barea when he first came in.
Well, see, JJ Barea, okay, so he's not all-star talent though. He was just good because Dirk was good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think Brunson, Dirk Nowitzki not on the court. Brunson eats when Luka's off the court and also in the fourth quarter. So Brunson can eat with or without Luka. That's where his value comes from because he can eat with or without the top 5 player in the game. So as a Batman, because I always said Brunson's pretty much your second best player in the Mavericks, sometimes the best player in the Mavericks. So with that being said, even though he doesn't hold up to that stature, his numbers will tell you, his floor general will tell you, his floor game will tell you. Whenever the Mavericks win, close games.
Tonight's game should tell you because he was on the floor leading the charge when they made that comeback.
Right. Exactly. So, his person will tell you. I mean, he's not like Yogi. You remember Yogi got here and Yogi gave you 30 twice or whatever. What
about Roddy Dubois? Is he like Roddy Dubois?
Oh my God. That's Cuba. He's untradeable. Out that 42-point game, he's untradeable.
Which is what I was saying. I was saying since draft day, I was like, bro, Jalen Brunson gonna be Luka Doncic's Derek Fisher to Kobe. And people were like, all right, whatever, cool. Well, all right, cool. That's boring. But Derek Fisher was around for 20 years. And I think Jalen Brunson has that same potential as Derek Fisher. He doesn't have the strength that Fisher did. And he doesn't have the leadership that Fisher had because Fisher was a dog. And people slept on him because of Kobe. But Brunson is holding his own. And people are like, well, wait a minute. He's not worth it. And then people in the NBA circles are telling you, yo, that dude is worth 2 ones. Or that dude is worth a 1 and a 2, which is, big time if this was the NFL.
Well, Tobias, I told Walt, well, actually, if you look back at since they put him in the starting lineup, man, he's progressed. He's a 25-3 guy as far as his numbers. But I told Walt, I said if you that 2018 draft, if you were to redraft that draft, I thought I asked you this, Walt, where would he go as far as that draft? Because he came in the same draft. He not gonna be no second rounder. And I say he's gonna. I pretty much say he would have been a lottery pick if you would redraft that draft.
He would be right there where he would be up there where Mikal Bridges went, anywhere from about 10 to 13.
To me, to me, he'll be like a 15 to a 20.
Yeah, he'd be okay. I get that. He'd be somewhere from 10 to 20
because of his size.
He's somewhere around there.
But like, so the way people view him here is like they view him because of his size, and they don't see intangibles. They don't see a finisher. They don't see a leader. They don't see a shooter. I mean, the dude can score. The dude's dad was amazing too. So like, Jalen Brunson is a bulldog. He's a scrapper, and we gotta appreciate that here in DFW. And that's another shot I take at the media, at the fan base too. They don't see it, but when he goes to win you a game like this against the number one team in the East, now y'all see it. And so now we understand he keeps building value and value and value game by game.
Well, I also want Josh Green to start too. I think Josh Green will be more beneficial in the starting lineup.
Not as a starter. He's not ready.
It's not about being ready. I need him in. I want him in the starting lineup because of his defense.
He can be added to the top 8 or top 9 man rotation, but not as a starter.
What is his potential, Tobias? You see his potential.
With Green, I mean, no pun intended, but he's still a Green type player. Like, he's so wiry and he needs to settle down. He's not settled down yet. I mean, everybody knows how to play basketball at this level, but he's still 3,000 miles an hour, which is also the reason why Trey Burke is not in the game at all times, because Trey Burke hasn't learned to settle down yet. He doesn't have that settle down savvy as a point guard. So Green, being a shooting guard, for one, he can't really shoot like that. I don't trust his shot when it goes up in the air.
I don't need it, but the good thing, he's a good ball handler, he's a good passer, and he's a good defender.
Great defender. Like, I love his defense. I love his energy, which is why I request him off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't be a starter right now because I don't trust him shooting the rock, and I really don't trust him, in the game in long stretches of time. That's a guy that should come into the game and give you a spark off the bench.
Right.
Well, now they got Dinwiddie. Well, even still with Dinwiddie, I just want to start him just because his defense purpose. I want him and Dodo to start for defensive purposes, and the other guys are scoring.
Don't be surprised if Dinwiddie ends up being Dodo and replacing Dodo.
Oh yeah.
Dinwiddie is one of those guys that will come in here and be your Wes Matthews, but a little bit better than Wes Matthews was when he came to the Mavericks.
Don't even get me started on the extra 17 mil he got.
But because he got hurt prior to coming here is the reason why we Maverick fans gave up on him so fast. Like, if Wes Matthews didn't get hurt, he would probably still be here. Understand that?
Well, no, the only people started hating on Wesley Matthews like even before he got signed, when Cuban gave him the extra money. Everybody's like, well, why'd you give him extra money? It's like, well, if you gave him extra money, you better be able to play. And then he came out and he didn't play good. And everybody's like, you just gave this dude 17 mil and he can't even do anything. That's what doomed him.
That's not his fault though.
I know it's not, but that's what doomed him. Mark Cuban doomed him from the start when he got that money.
And that's not Cuban's fault either. That's on the eye of the viewer. The viewer goes, hey, if you make more money, then give us more. It's not like that all the time. That's almost like telling my kids, every year you get older, you must make less mistakes. That's not always the case, because my kids are going to still fuck up at 20, 21, 22, 23 years old. Lord forbid, dad doesn't have to go bail them out at some point. So, you
can't give a guy loyalty money. He hadn't even played 1 minute on the floor for you. And they just did that again with Porzingis. Porzingis didn't play 1 minute, and they gave him a max contract.
I think that Cuban had to go stash some money somewhere, and he had to put it into somebody. Like, no, seriously.
Seriously, it must be.
JJ got the same loyalty money. Don't forget that part.
Walt, you had to max out KP because you gave up all that equity for him. You can't give up all those draft picks and not max him. I mean, even though we look now, he didn't deserve it, and we talked about this, but you gave up all that stuff for him. You gave up 2 or 3 first round picks, extra first round pick, which was Dennis Smith Jr. I count him as a first round pick. So they end up having to max him out. And now the fact of the matter,
I don't know about that, Kendrick, because now looking back on it, like only thing you gave up was Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, and some draft picks. Like that's
those
not
first rounders,
right. But that's not. You only get what 3 or 2 first rounders.
That's still premium.
That's
first
not
round
enough.
picks
That's
are
not
premium.
enough for me. That's not enough for me to max the guy out, especially after the first year. Didn't he get hurt his first year back?
Well, he was already hurt when he got here. He didn't play that season.
Right, and that was another thing too. I'm like, he didn't even play that.
Now, according to his brother, which was his agent, he could have played late in that year because it was always a little controversy about. Well, they just sitting him out because they don't want to rush things. But his camp said that he could have played at the end of that season. They drafted him and stuff like that. So he say she say, but according to them, he could have played that year.
I remember that too, and I was even saying it back then. Like you got a chance to like, help Dirk go out,
right?
And do you remember like everybody was like, "Say, man, just play KP for these last 2 games." You know, Dirk's last game in the AAC, Dirk's last game in San Antonio. Just put KP in there and let us see the triple white man's version of, Garnett and them in 2009, and then like we never saw it because that dude didn't want to play. He didn't want to play basketball.
We want some people wanted to play him KP because they wanted to get that Luka KP thing on the way. That season
started early.
I think early. I think he didn't play because they didn't want it to come in between Dirk and his last, because if you traded for him and you paid and you got him here, you would have had to start him. You would have had to start him.
Dirk wasn't starting regardless that season, so I don't think he wouldn't have cared.
He probably wouldn't have, but I think that's why they did that. They didn't want that to turn into something. As far as when he started, then it was like, well, why isn't Dirk starting and why is Dirk starting over him and not? I think that's what it was about. Why is Dirk starting over him and why is he playing over Dirk and stuff like that? I'm
gonna ask Tobias this. I know he got to go. He's doing things, but which was the worst of trade, Tobias? this the KP trade. Let's go in chronicle order. The KP trade or the Rondo trade? Which one was the worst of setback trade?
To me, it's the KP trade.
Okay.
Rondo, because we gave up so many draft picks and we gave up so many players for that one.
Yeah. Wait, you said Rondo?
Yeah. We gave up half the roster, like 4 or 5 first round picks that we had just came off of when we traded for KP.
I still think it's the KP trade because I mean even in that trade you gave up a lot, but let's face it, and I'll bring it to race. Okay.
Go ahead.
This city, hold on, give me a second. Put some more light in me.
I know where you finna go. I know you finna go because you finna piggyback on something I said a couple weeks ago, but go right ahead.
All right, so all the lights are on, right? Let me see if we can get the good light.
All the lights.
So like this city was so ready. This city was so ready to see Luka and KP follow after Dirk and not have to worry about another brown skin player coming through here. Right. Like they were on fire when it came to that. And they were ready to crown KP the next Dirk Nowitzki. When Rondo gets here, Rondo was more, and at that point he wasn't washed up yet. He was just 3 years removed from the Boston championship.
Right, and Boston was looking to get rid of him because they were ready to start rebuilding.
Plus, Rondo and Ray Allen was going at it, so he was kind of a detriment there.
Everybody was gone at that point when the Mavericks got Rondo. Like they had broke team. Rondo was the last one still standing, and Boston was like, "All right, we got to rebuild. We got to get rid of him."
So, like when Rondo was here, because my boy was on the coach, my boy Caleb was on the coaching staff. So, like when Rondo was here, the Mavericks I said it earlier, the Mavericks were scoring best offense efficiency of all time. And then like Tyson Chandler was back. And then like, Dirk was kind of back because You know, in 2012 he had the knee out of the championship, so he was kind of coming back a little bit. And then like Rondo was there to help, and like Rick got in the way. And I think I personally think that Rick got in the way because Cuban refused to bring back the championship team. So Jet was gone. Kid was Kid there? I think Kid was going to the Knicks.
Kid was
going the next year.
Yeah, Kid was going to the Knicks. I think Gary Williams was here or whoever else. And like that team had so much potential that they felt like they needed that one point guard to get them over the hump because you had your center, you had your scorer, you had everybody else, you had all your pieces. All you needed and wanted was a point guard, a proven point guard, a proven point guard that can get it done. And at that point, back then, 2012, 2013, 2014, Rondo was still like top 4 in the game when it came to being a point guard. Darren Williams was one of them. Tony Parker was still kind of hanging on. You know, guys like that. Steph was, you know, coming along. Chris Paul was still there. So like Rondo was still kind of that dude. And then, but Rondo came with his own attitude. And Rick Carlisle was so reluctant to give this dude the wheel. He was reluctant to give Jason Kidd the wheel, but he wasn't going to do that again to another point guard coming in here. No, that's my team. I won a championship with this team. You just got here. So
not only that too, I don't know. Well, I had this confirmed by a lot of people over at the Mavericks, this story, that Rondo was getting in Monte Ellis' ear and telling him, man, because this is at the time they had Chandler Parsons. He told him, man, don't you stick around here and give them no take less to stay here. You see they trying to pay this white boy. They're not trying to pay you. Man, you better go get your money.
And then here I go going, what the problem is, because again, this is like this is a business. And so like I'm not really trying to hear from no fans telling me this dude is a badass dude. No. I'm trying to hear from the players, like in the tunnel type shit. What do y'all really feel? Like Monte Ellis, how do you really feel playing with these dudes, getting your money, playing with Dirk, playing with JJ Barea, playing with all these dudes and getting, you know, and again, your contract's coming up. Rondo comes in here and gives them the truth, and then he has to hear from this bullshit. And again, this franchise is not brother friendly. I'm saying it again, it's not brother friendly. Well, it wasn't when Dirk was here. Okay, it wasn't, you know, hood friendly.
Well, it used to be with the Carters. Now they were brother friendly.
Okay, so here's the thing.
But not with the Cubans.
A couple weeks ago, when we had basketball, I said, man, you know what the problem with Mark Cuban
my God
is he doesn't understand yet that, you know, 2 white guys in the NBA aren't going to win you a championship. You know, it's only one team that has really full of white guys that won. That was the Boston Celtics back in the day. And only 2 white guys have won a championship, one being Larry Bird and the other being Dirk. But I said the thing with Dirk is even when Dirk won his championship, he had a team full of black guys around him when he won that championship. His roster was all black, other than him and Peja Stojakovic and Cardinal. Everybody else is black. And that's the same thing it's going to take for Luka. You're going to have to put, when I say not just black, I mean like athletes. You're going to have to put athletes around Luka in order for them to win. Putting KP with Luka, that ain't going to win you a championship. It's like he tried to redo Nash and Dirk. and for what he don't see, Nash and Dirk didn't work. But when they split apart, man, were those two are the best two in the NBA once they split apart. Steve Nash won multiple MVPs. Dirk went to a finals and won MVP. So from 04 to 07, Dirk and Steve Nash were the face of the NBA. Like they were holding the NBA down.
Yeah, because both teams had dogs on them.
Right.
Like the Nash team, the
Barbosa, Raja Bell, Tim I'm shooting the blank name.
Yeah,
Tim Thomas.
Yeah, Tim Thomas.
Yeah, Tim Thomas, yeah.
That's the guy I miss, Raja Bell.
So that team was like pretty much a track meet. That was like the 04-03
I
range.
got Boris Diaw.
7 seconds or less, baby.
Yeah, so like
that's your coach.
That team was fast.
Yeah.
And then like they even added Shaq at one point.
Right.
Like even Shaq knew pretty much what was going on. And then like I mean other teams except the UN Spurs, United Nations Spurs, like other than them, you gotta brother this thing up. And people, I mean, if you look at the Spurs, they were kind of brothered up a little bit too. They had dogs in them. Steven Jackson was a dog. I'm sorry.
Right.
Robert Ory.
Bruce Bowen.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sean Elliott, Avery Johnson.
Yeah.
Wagner was there.
Yep.
I mean, these dudes were dogs, man. Robert Ory. Oh man, so like, what happens is, I promise you, DFW, forgive me when I say this, but like the Mavericks team from 03 till even today fits the DFW culture. That's what this city is. That's what this town is. They identify with those players. So they show up 18,000 strong for those players. Mark Cuban walking around all day long talking about, oh, it's a sellout. It's a sellout. It's a sellout. You motherfucking right, it's a sellout. Because they all identify with number 77, number 41, number 13, number 35. Guys like that, bro. Like number 50 or 51, whatever Boban's number is. Like they see that. Boban pretty much gets the biggest fucking cheers I've ever seen. And I'm just like, what?
And that's just to get the ball, out the top of the rim.
And I love it, but Boban not gonna bring you an
MVP. What is he doing here, man? After this season, what is he doing here? I mean, he just taking up a roster spot.
I don't know.
I mean, I got so much slack. I tweeted to Tobias, you can't be serious about basketball if you still got Boban on his team next season and talking about winning a championship. I mean, what?
The funny thing is, when Boban does get on the court, though, if you leave him open, he gonna make that shot. I don't care if it's point blank range, top of the key from three, or in the corner. He gonna make that shot.
The problem is he'll make the shot, but he'll give up shots there because his knees don't work. He can't get back down there in the court.
And to your credit, Mavs fans will tell you, well, why isn't Boban playing? You got to put Boban in. I'm like, dude,
no.
You put him on this floor with this team. They are going to run him.
It's just like tonight. You put him up on this floor against Bam. Bam will eat him alive. That's a 40-point game. I mean, Bam take him out and just drive him. Bam can pull up for three. He can pull up mid range, and that's just all night. In certain matchup, he can play like I think the last game they put him in was against Joe, right? With Embiid. That was the last time I seen him, wasn't it?
Oh, on that Friday, yeah.
And even Joe even Joe was giving it to him. He was taking him out there and pulling up on there to take him out. It's like, I'm just saying. I mean, I told Tobias, I told Walt that he is the most recognized as far as popular Maverick, as far as commercials and everything, because he's got about 2 or 3 of them up there. But as far as basketball wise, if he's still listen, he's like a good guy, but you can't be serious about winning a championship if he's on this basketball team and next season. I'm sorry,
but you want to sell tickets. You want to keep North Dallas coming to games. You want to keep Uptown coming to games. You want to keep Fort Worth coming to games. You want to keep Highland Park coming to games. You want to keep South Lake coming to games. You want to keep Grapevine coming to games.
Hey, Vosh ain't lying about that because there's a girl who's
Oak Cliff or South Dallas at one point. We still show them coming games. Go ahead.
I was saying Vosh ain't lying about that because there's a girl who sits in Dub City with us with a Boban jersey on. She sits on the first row in the suite with us and wears a Boban jersey.
And I'm not bashing Boban.
That's the only Boban jersey I see in the arena.
I was just looking at my Twitter right now. It's going crazy. I'm not bashing Boban. I'm just speaking basketball. He's probably a good guy. Never met him before. He seems like a good guy.
He seems like a nice guy.
Nice guy. But basketball wise, it don't work.
How do they look? How do they look? The people that are reaching out to you on Twitter, how do they look?
They talk like they Caucasian.
Okay, but but seriously, honestly, man, like I watch this team, then I watch you root for this team, and it's the culture, man. It's cheering for what we look like and who we look like, and then that's it. They come to the game. They come to the game, and they root on those favorite players. They identify with those players. They're not really cheering on the fifth seed, the fourth seed, all that stuff. Now, I do got friends that are, big time basketball people who can tell you plus and minuses, who can tell you all that stuff. Right. But like for the most part, like bringing the average person to a game who goes to the bar, who goes back to their seats and watch the game, bro, I promise you, they couldn't tell you shit about, who the Mavericks' new additions are, or they couldn't tell you shit about. Like some people, bro, I like all last week, all I was seeing was people upset that KP is gone.
Right, and these are the same people who I'll trade KP for a bag of chips. Yeah. Then when they trade him for a bag of chips, what'd you trade him for that for? You could have got more. And I'm like, I was trying to explain to people, listen,
his contract was albatross. You couldn't trade it.
If you think KP sucks, you don't think other teams in the NBA think KP sucks?
Oh, for sure.
Well, Portland was able to trade CJ McCollum, and I'm like, okay, first off,
he's a better basketball player.
One. Well, you could, and I'm like, nobody's gonna give you a first for KP. I was like, you got to think about this. It's what 30 it's 30 of them teams in the NBA, right? Only one team was willing to do a deal with the Mavericks for Porzingis. Only one. That should tell you enough in itself.
Well, they did say Toronto, but Toronto hung up the phone on him.
You know why? Because Toronto wanted to trade Dragic for Kristaps Porzingis. That's what they thought of Porzingis. We'll give you Dragic for Kristaps Porzingis. That's what they were trying to do. And the Mavericks like, man, you're damn man. That trade with Toronto better start with Pascal and end with Siakam. If you want this deal to get done.
It didn't, and we see where he went. We see he's not even worth the. Okay, so
you're never going to get any value back from him at the Mark Cuban wrote that contract.
The level of bag of chips to me, he's Frito Scoops.
Damn, nobody realized Frito Scoops unless you're eating Frito pie.
That's what I'm saying. He not even Doritos. He not wavy lays. He ain't nothing with cheddar on it. He ain't nothing with jalapenos on it. He ain't nothing like that, bro. He's Frito Scoops, bro. So I'm good with sending him elsewhere. Like, I'm not crying about it. I was laughing. The moment I saw his name get called out, I was like, oh, he out of here. Good. Now we can really hoop and focus on the top 5 player in basketball right now. Make it about Luka, dog. Like, for real. Make it about Luka and address Luka's needs. Like make Luka want to stay here. And keeping KP around, because KP was pissing this dude off. KP was like, all right, give me that, give me street clothes. Give me that Mavericks polo that Walt's wearing right now. I don't want to hoop.
Well, I told Walt this. I think I was on with Mikey. I think Nico and kids just basically, hey, do you want Luka here? Because Luka, it's gonna come to the point where Luka. I'm talking about they're gonna say, do you want Luka here? It's gonna come to the point if KP's still on this team and he's missing 40, 50 games, they keep getting bounced out in the first round. Meanwhile, this guy's making his money. You know what Luka's gonna do? He's gonna look to LA, he's gonna look to Miami, he's gonna walk. This is not dirt. If you do not get the right kind of people around, he's going to walk.
I'm sorry.
Fly to LA or Miami, where his boy Dragic lives at, because Dragic probably told him how good things about Miami or New York or wherever, and then you be seeing Cuban doing his what's the dude from Cleveland, the owner from Cleveland? His hate letter, like
Gilbert?
he did. Gilbert? Dan Gilbert hate letter. As soon as LeBron made his decision, you see Cuban doing the exact same thing. So you got, I say 3 years, in my opinion, to get this turned around.
Hey, listen, with the with the way Nico was talking the other day in the press conference, sound like Nico been trying to trade Porzingis since he got here.
He may have.
That's just the way it came out.
Hey,
it's just the way it came out to me. Like he got here, it's like, dude, he gotta go. He gotta go. That's the way it sounded. Hey, Bavash, thank you for joining us, man. It looks like you made it home, man.
Oh yeah, I'm here, man. Just chilling, hanging out in the driveway, looking at, neighbors walk dogs and shit like that.
Tobac's looking like an extra on a Dr. Dre video. I'm still thinking back to Sunday, man.
Well, enjoy.
He looking like DOC up there with that hat, man. All he needs is LA in front instead of that. What you got? What hat you out of Cleveland?
Cleveland, Chief Wahoo.
Hey,
whoa! You take that off because they're not gonna be the.
What are you doing, pal?
They're not being Indians no more, man. You're not being
Indians anymore, pal.
Okay, so
been a little racist there, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Chief Wahoo is original, and this hat right now. Hit me up on Twitter at Tovash10 or at Tovash Hats on Instagram. If y'all trying to fuck with this hat, it is for sale if y'all want to buy it. So get your money ready, because should be those messages.
Man, what a racist hat to wear right here in today's climate. What a racially charged hat to wear.
Can't cancel me. I'm already canceled. Can't cancel me. So I'm good.
I mean, you're on the internet. You can't cancel you. Look, Vosh, I was gonna tell you, better enjoy this. This is the last time you'll talk to me being 33.
Come on, man. You're 33.
Yeah, I'll be 34 in about 58 in about 54 minutes. I'll be 34.
Boy, I'm in my 40s, so hey, you okay? You okay? I'm 30. I'm about to turn 34. When you could be worse, man.
Listen,
it could be worse. Why am I in my 40s and I look younger than you?
Let me tell you something. Kendrick, let me tell you something. My best years are behind me, buddy.
Oh man. Hey man, I don't know what hard living you were doing in your 20s.
Yeah, man. My best years are behind me, man. Listen, anything I do at this point is a surprise at this point, man. I shock myself if I accomplish anything these days.
All you gotta do is put some gas in that tank and floor that accelerator, bro, because it's about to pick up, sir.
Hey man, you know what? You know what you ought to do tomorrow, man? Once you go skydiving,
look at
man.
grave sites?
No. Once you go skydiving, man. Once you do something exciting, go skydive.
Going to pick out burial plots tomorrow for my birthday. Right?
Go skydiving, man.
Go look at burial plots where they want to throw the dirt on me at.
That's what my homeboy did for his 40th birthday. He went skydiving.
Vosh, man, thank you for joining us. We hope that you'll tune in to us Thursday night when the Mavericks take on the newly looked New Orleans Pelicans. Any thoughts on that one before we let you go?
I'll try to jump on for that one too, but I mean that one I don't know about that matchup. Like tonight's matchup was a little bit better because of Miami, but like geez, New Orleans on the road, ew.
Yeah, right before All-Star.
Hey man, hey man, you think Zion done?
I think that you shouldn't bring Zion back this year. No, don't play him this year.
No.
I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. In fact, on Thursday, I wouldn't play Luka.
Yeah, you know what? I'd be okay with that too. I'd be okay with that. That's actually not a bad idea. Sit Luka.
I think Walt really trying to give away when he can trade Luka. I think this one his turn. I think you really want to trade Luka.
Oh hell no! I would never want to trade Luka. All I want them to do is to get this guy to understand your bet that we play our best basketball and we win basketball games.
I hope you're not turning to Billy Allen.
When you're posting up and not out there being step back jack.
It looked like it's going that way.
In the fourth quarter.
It looked like it's going that way. I think Walt turning into Billy Allen.
Oh God, no! I told you that guy just posts just to throw stuff on the wall to see what sticks.
Billy want to get rid of Luka. He want to get rid of Dak, Z, Roger Staubach, Emmitt Smith, Michael TD Jakes.
Yeah, everybody's weak.
Everybody in DFW, the man's legend, he's trying to get rid of him for the playoffs.
Then I just saw the other day he told me he want to play Kershaw back.
He want to get rid of everybody for the playoffs.
But he wants Clayton Kershaw back. He just said the other day he wants Clayton Kershaw back for the Rangers. I'm like, wait, what?
And for what? Like the dude is washed up. Man, me and Billy gotta talk, bro. Cause
he will trade Dak in a minute for Matthew Stafford. He's gonna let Matthew Stafford trade.
Matthew Stafford got a ring. We saw that part, but I mean, and Billy was first on that Matthew Stafford bandwagon. He was first.
He was.
But his ridicule of Dak and his ridicule of Luka, almost sometimes I be looking at Twitter, bro, and I be like, is he okay?
Yeah, I know, right?
Does he need medicine? Or because
maybe he's on too much medicine.
I told him you tweet like you have Tourette or something, bro. The stuff you put out, I'd be like, what the hell?
Bro, I really be like wanting to send a nurse over there to him and be like, yo, are you good? But we'll find out, man. After Luke and Dak's career, we'll find out where Billy sits in his life.
Hey, Vosh, man, you have a good night, man. Maybe we'll see you on Thursday.
All right. Y'all be good.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right.
Kendrick, I don't know what better way to end the show on that, man, than at my last show being 33.
Oh, man.
It was a great run. Hey, all I can say is it was a great run at 33. Looking forward to doing good things at 34.
Get your birthday Sunday at Denny's, man, and just you'll be all right. Yeah, free birthday Sunday.
We'll be back Thursday night. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. I always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around on Thursday right here on bFb.